Hello everyone, this is Vijayta, Associate Professor from the Department of ECE, MLR Institute of Technology. In this video, I would like to talk on how to design a ALU in data flow level from linear and digital integrated circuits. So here, we'll see how to write a design description for ALU as well as we'll know how to write a test bench code for the ALU design description. ALU means arithmetic logic unit. So, a module which can be used for arithmetic operators and for also logic operators. So, you need to write a code to perform arithmetic operations as well as for the logic operations. So, for a very long code, we need to start the code with the keyword called module. Module name is given as ALU underscore DF1. This is a module name. And this module is given with the outputs of D and C0 and inputs are A, B, F as well as CCI. So, outputs are D, C0 and inputs are A, B, F and CCI. Here, I have just declared the ports D and C0 as output, A, B, F, C, C, I, N are the inputs and this declared separately. See, this D is a vector representation, output square bracket 3 is to 0 D. So, this represents a D as a 4-bit vector, that is D of 3, D of 2, D of 1, D of 0. And output C0. You should not declare the scalar and vectors with a single output keyword. Vectors has to be declared separately and scalars has to be declared separately. So, that is the reason why I use the two output keywords, one for declaring a vector and the other for declaring the inputs. And next term, wire D. This D is also used as a wire to drive the output. So, wire 3 is to 0 D. And C0 is also a wire, and as I am declaring D as a vector for the output, you need to declare the vector with the wire also. Next, inputs are CCI, which is a scalar, and A and B are the vectors to the inputs, and where A and B are also a 4-bit vector, that is A of 3, A of 2, A of 1 and A of 0, and B is also vector B of 4, B of 3, B of 2, B of 1 and B of 0. So, A and B are the inputs which have been declared with the vector, and D is also a vector which is a 4-bit vector. Next, input F. F is also a vector but it is a 2-bit vector, that is F of 1, F of 0, that is 2-bit vector. Now, here if you can see, I use a single assignment statement to perform ALU. Assign, see here, concatenation of C0 and D, which are outputs C0 and D. C0 is a scalar, D is a 4-bit vector. Assign C0 and D, concatenating, assign C0 and D, concatenating the C0 and D, where C0 is a single bit scalar, where D is a vector which is a 4-bit vector. I have considered F as a selection line. If F is equals to 2-bit binary value of 0, that is F is equals to 2-bit binary value of 0, then I am asking to perform A plus B plus Cn, which has to be stored in C0 and D. So, A plus B, A and B are the 4-bit vector which are assigned to a D, and the carry in the addition of A, B, C in provides a carry out, and that carry out will be given in C0 and the sum will be stored in a D. Next, if F is equals to 2-bit binary value of 0, 0, then A minus B, which will be stored in D, and the borrow can be stored in C0. And if F is equals to 2-bit binary value of 1, 0, then it has to perform A or B. And when you are performing A or B, the C0 value will not get any C0 value. So, C0 value will be assigned with a 1-bit binary value of high impedance state, and D value can be assigned with C, A or with B. And similarly, if it is not 0, 0 or 0, 1, 1, 0, else what I am asking here is to perform a negation of A, which is stored in D, and C0 value will be stored with a 1-bit binary value of Z. I used a conditional operator, that is ternary operator here, to perform arithmetic as well as to perform a logic operator. A single statement I have used here to perform arithmetic and logical unit. And this module has been end with the keyword called end module. I use a concatenation. How to concatenate two variables? That is, concatenation can be done with the two vectors or maybe a scalar and vector. So here I use a concatenation of vector as well as scalar, and use a ternary operator. If f is equals to 2-bit binary value of 0, it performs a plus b plus c, else it checks the condition. If it is 2-bit binary value of 0, 1, it performs the subtraction, else it checks with a 2-bit binary value of 1, 0, then it goes with the a or b, else it goes with the negation of a. So this negation of a and a XOR b will be stored in D, and the C0 value will be stored with a 1-bit binary value of Z. Okay. And whereas in summation, that is a plus b plus c in, the carry out will be stored in C0, whereas in difference, the borrow out can be the borrow which can be stored in a C0. And this is a test bench for ALU. Module name test bench underscore ALUDF, that is test bench. We are writing a test bench for the previous design description. The name of the design description is ALU underscore DF1. If you can see here, the same ALU underscore DF1 will be called in the test bench with which is given with the name of A. And the ports also, first we have declared outputs, then we have declared the inputs. The same we have to follow. So module name, and inputs have been stored with the keyword called register. So register 3-bit 4-bit vector of A and B, register 2-bit vector of F, and register CC in, that is carry in, and outputs are going to be stored with the keyword called wire. So here initial starting from here we can give the input values. Begin, see input value first carry in is 1-bit binary value of 0. F is 2-bit binary value of 0, 0. A is 4-bit binary value of 0, 0. B is 4-bit binary value of 0, 0. We have given 4 statements here. These 4 statements has to be grouped with the begin and end statement. And always, every time I'm asking to change this. First term, it performs till this statement. Again, it goes with this first iteration. This is the second iteration. This is fourth, third. This is 4. This is 5. And this is 6. This repeats till 30th time interval. At 30th time interval, the simulation is going to be stopping here. And this initial $monitor always monitors the time at time t is equals to 0, and the CCI, A, B, F, D, C0 and C0. At 38th time interval, it stops, and this module has been ended with the keyword called end module. At time t is equals to 0, CCI is given with the 0. F value is given with a 2-bit binary value of 0, 0. A value is 0, 4-bit binary value of 0, 0. B value is given with 4-bit binary value of 0, 0. So, as F is equals to 0, 0, it has to perform an AND operation between A plus B plus C. So, A plus B plus C will be given an output of 0, 0, 0, and the carry out is also a 0. And after 2 time intervals, the CCI has been stored with a 0, and F value again is given with 0, 0. And A value is given with 4-bit binary value of 0, 0, 0, 1, and B value is given with not hexadecimal. They have given with the hexadecimal, 4-bit hexadecimal value, and here B value is given with 4-bit hexadecimal value of 0, 0, so it gives with 0, 0. Here also they gave the F value as 0, 0, so it performs an AND operation between A and B, and 1 plus 0 is 1, and 0 plus 0 is 0, and 0 plus 0 is 0, 0. And you didn't have a carry, so the carry out will be 0. And for every 2 time intervals, it changes with the iterations which have given. This is first iteration, second, third, fourth, and fifth, sixth. And these iterations repeats till t is equals to 29. At 30th time interval, it stops simulating, because I have given initial $30 stop. At 30th time interval, the simulation has been ended up. This is how you can write a test bench code and design description for an ALU. Here in this video, we have learned how to write a Verilog design description for a ALU, where it performing an addition and subtraction with the logical operations of OR and NOT using a ternary operator, or you can say the conditional operator. And also we have done with the test bench code for a design description. We have written whatever we have written for ALU. The same design description have been called with the test bench code, and check the output for the test bench code. Thank you.